Hey, YouTube, it's episode 89.
And Brian got it right.
Yes.
He got it so right.
That means you're
Finally.
just going to mess up everything else, doesn't it?
I might. You never know. There's a quiz beforehand, and I didn't pass.
It wasn't
but
really
I passed when it counted.
It wasn't really a quiz. It was Amy.
It was a lecture.
It was
Yeah.
just me saying it's episode 89.
Don't get it
guys.
wrong
This
for
is
the
89.
But hey, thank you for checking us out. We are getting ready to record our weekly podcast, so make sure that you subscribe and hit the little dinner bell so that you will know when we go live in the future.
Ding, ding, ding.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Cool.
Ding, 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 ding. Hang on a moment.
Get all that out. Get all the bodily functions out.
I wish I would have.
Oh,
had
we are
that
live
rule.
though, so maybe not.
I probably could have used that reminder 3 minutes ago. We'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll be okay.
No White Castle this week.
Whew.
Hey, Amy, remember when I used to keep interrupting your silent time and you would get mad?
It's
Hey,
very easy
Danny,
to remember.
when she punched you in the mouth?
Oh, yeah. It's been a while.
So, okay.
Okay. Podcast face.
All right, I'm getting ready.
This is the Food Scientist Podcast. I am your host, Amy Zajac. I am here with Brian Pierce
Well, hello, everyone.
and Danny Sussman.
Hey, everyone. No problems being caused over here.
And tonight, well, this week, not just tonight.
Good
we have
morning.
Our normal
Afternoon. Yeah.
Evening.
We'll have some food news, some food experiences. Then we're going to delve into some new Lay's flavors,
Mm-hmm.
a couple of very different kinds of cookies.
A little scary.
Then cotton candy,
Yeah, very interesting flavors of cotton candy.
fair season, cotton candy, all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
So shall we start with news?
Yeah,
I
Sure.
don't
Let's do
have
that.
news, so you guys go.
Well, okay, just I'm going to say this again. I've been noticing this past week more than any other so far. Halloween stuff is really starting to hit us.
Right. I mean,
Oh,
It
yes.
just, I know we've already said it's coming out and it seems early, but
and we had some,
wow,
right. We've already had some on the
There
podcast.
are already sales for Halloween candy. Like, who's going to buy it now?
Pumpkin pie spice out already
Yes.
and everything.
And you know what I heard? They are making pumpkin spice flavor this year, coming out, I believe, in just 3 weeks. Pumpkin spice spam.
I don't even.
Be a Walmart exclusive.
Well, there's a surprise.
Spam can go with sweet. Like some people make like a sweet and sour spam or spam stir fry with pineapple and stuff but I don't know about pumpkin spice. That just seems weird.
Yeah, I don't
Would
know.
you put pumpkin spice with any other pork
You know
product?
what?
Cinnamon,
If you
nutmeg,
think about it,
allspice.
We have spent the last 89 weeks eating foods that are basically something no human should eat because it's
You make a
fascinating.
point.
Yeah,
and we get a lot of people listening to this podcast. So that's why pumpkin spice spam makes sense to
Yeah,
me.
But are a lot of people going out and buying those foods that we eat? I'm
buy
not
the
sure about
spam
that.
and I will fry it up for us to eat it.
Oh,
I'll make you eat it straight out of the can like an animal.
oh,
No, you need to pan fry the spam.
oh, that just sounds awful.
So I think that people will buy it once to say that they had it, and that's a good, easy money grab.
You know what?
We've seen worse. I mean, Amy
have-
talked about a bacon themed restaurant in 2019, so we've certainly seen worse money grabs.
Oh yes.
If people ask us to do that, I'm on board. So if you're on YouTube, if you make a comment, or if you're listening to us, go on one of our social media.
You're
tell us
really
you wanna
needy
do
for
that.
attention.
I will not do it unless the people say.
What if
ask
I
us.
ask you to try
No,
it?
You're not a person. I'm sorry.
Not a person,
Uh,
folks. You heard
know
it
what I
here.
mean.
I
You
do know what you mean.
Yeah.
You'll do it for someone else's attention, but
Yes,
not for mine.
yours.
Amy's taking our picture.
Oh, why? Okay.
Yes, promos, guys.
Oh,
Promos.
okay.
Really? Why don't we do a photo shoot like with a modeling agency or something? Or
because people want to see us. Strangely enough,
I know that. That's
They
why we have a
wanna know what we
YouTube
look
channel.
like.
Anyways, I have news.
More news.
Oh, yes.
We are 1 week away from Danny Christmas,
What?
the Minnesota State Fair. I have all my entries in or lined up, but that's not my news. That's just like my giddiness. My news is that the State Fair of Texas announced their finalists for their Big Tex Choice Awards, which is kind of their new foods.
And you love the State Fair of Texas
I
almost
do.
as much as the Minnesota State Fair.
I love
mean,
them.
You just love the state fairs.
I
like
love-
good state fairs.
I love fairs. I love Minnesota and Texas differently.
Mm-hmm.
but I do love
And
them
people
both.
not from those states, or where that's a big deal. Like it's a really huge thing in Minnesota and Texas
Yeah.
and some other states as well. But yeah, tons of people go.
Yeah,
to the
I
fair.
won't bring you all of them, but from the savory side, there's a Southern fried chicken fettuccine Alfredo ball.
Southern fried
Mhm.
chicken fettuccine Alfredo
ball.
ball.
Mhm.
A golden fried
Okay.
ball filled with fettuccine Alfredo, Southern fried chicken bites, and fresh mozzarella cheese.
I mean, that could be good.
The ball is garnished with house-made Alfredo sauce, grated Parmesan cheese, Italian parsley, fresh basil, and cracked black pepper, served with the side of flash-fried lemon pepper asparagus spears and toasted garlic Parmesan baguette.
I mean, it sounds exactly like the type of thing you'd want to eat when you're in the midst of a huge crowd of people in the hot weather and nowhere near a clean bathroom.
It's the State Fair of Texas. It's actually not that crowded, and they have
Yeah.
air conditioning. It's also healthy. It has 2 spears of asparagus.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm on board.
There's Texas cream corn casserole fritters. I won't read you the whole description.
right.
You can imagine
I
that.
could see that in a fritter. That makes sense.
Now get this from the sweet side. Big Red chicken bread.
I did see that.
So
And
it's
Big Red is a trademark, right?
yes.
Mhm.
I think of
It starts
Big
with
red dog, but okay.
Homemade, light, fluffy, melt in your mouth, Big Red flavored frosting, served with a savory fried chicken ring resting in the middle of the donut.
So I'm assuming that's cinnamon.
Yes. So long chicken and waffles. Hello, Big Red chicken bread.
Now, can you mention there was a cone? Can you talk about that? I don't think that's in the sweet though.
The savory cone?
Mhm.
Sure.
Because that it's a big waffle cone, and
The-
what is in it surprised me.
Yeah, so Ruth's stuffed fried Mexicone,
Uh-huh.
Okay.
tender, savory, marinated, slow-cooked barbacoa, served in
In
an
a
ice
cone.
cream cone-shaped tortilla shell with black beans and cilantro lime rice, topped with pico de gallo, queso fresco, and homemade salsa verde. The perfect handheld treat while you're strolling through the fair.
Why not?
It's not actually an ice cream cone. It's
Why
a
not?
cone-shaped
It's a
tortilla.
cone. Yeah. It's a barbacoa.
Yeah.
Barbacoa.
Yeah.
This is the one that made me think of you, Brian. And I'll
Okay.
close with this
All
one.
right.
Well, I did have one food news things, but go ahead.
The peanut butter cup snookie.
I saw that. I didn't read the
Warm,
description.
fresh, baked peanut butter cup cookie with
Uh-huh.
vanilla ice cream adorned with caramel and chocolate drizzle, whipped cream, and a cherry.
I mean, it sounds. You know what? I saw the picture. I think, and it just
Mhm.
looked like a chocolate chip cookie sundae that you can get many places. It's so like, okay, yeah, peanut butter, yum, but
Now, here's something interesting. They also published their semifinalists, which are
Mhm.
things that didn't make the cut. Among them were a champagne jello hot shot, deep fried Cracker Jack, deep fried energy bites, and deep fried Nutella custard stuffed French toast. Also, extreme fried Bananarama. I don't know what those things are,
yeah.
but the sound of every one of those terrifies me.
I mean, deep fried is tough. That fills you up fast. That can be a lot.
I'm going to say something from the savory side that also didn't make the best of list. And we're just going to pause and think about it and move on because this is something only host Amy would eat.
Deep fried salad.
PB&J bacon pickle dog.
I don't know if I would eat that. Why would I want PB&J with a pickle?
And a hot dog and bacon. PB&J bacon pickle dog.
I'm not pregnant.
I think I'm guessing that's a pickle wrapped in bacon, topped with peanut butter and jelly on a bun.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Let's move on.
That sounds please.
Okay, so I did have one food news item I forgot about. We just missed it. It happened
Oh, we
today.
did. Yes.
Olive Garden sold lifetime pasta passes, meaning you buy it once and then for the rest of your life you get all you can eat pasta, soup, salad, and breadsticks.
How much was it?
$300, I want to say. Let me scroll and find it.
I think that was a
The normal pasta
right.
pass was $100 and it's for a short amount of time, like for a month.
Wait, you can go into. I don't go to Olive Garden. I could walk in there at any time and be like, I would like a pasta pass.
Now there are different. Yes, there are limited time ones. The one that they are really promoting was you had a chance to get a lifetime pass. It wasn't an automatic thing. You had a
Right.
chance.
They had a window open for 30 minutes just today, the day we're recording, that 50 people would get. It was $500. But you could go into any Olive Garden with this pass and have all you can eat pasta.
Now, with that, your lifetime is probably not going to be long enough to make it worthwhile. Like if you get the Alfredo, and like you're going to be lucky to make it to the end of the year.
You only went once a month, even, because you have a lifetime. It's not like the
true.
normal
I was
pass,
thinking about that
which is
too.
9 weeks, which is $100. That I would feel compelled to go multiple times.
So
a week.
45 weeks. So it's the same price as 45 weeks.
It's lifetime.
I know that,
I
but
got
it's
what
the
you
same
said,
price
yeah.
as 45 weeks. So you're basically making a bet that you'll survive more than 45 weeks of unlimited pasta.
It's for your lifetime. You got another 40 years to live.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
you're assuming that you've got more than 45 weeks.
I mean, I would hope that you're never ever expecting like, I'm probably not going to make it.
If you go and use that thing every day, right? Because how many times do you have to use it to get your money's worth?
I mean, it was what?
$100 for 9 weeks.
Yeah, it's $100 for 9 weeks, and if you think the normal pasta dish is $15 to $20,
Well, it's just pasta, not like the proteins,
but you
right?
get the soup, salad, and breadsticks too.
That's...
I didn't look that closely, Daddy.
I'm just doing the math
here. You might be able
here.
to get meat sauce. I'm pretty sure they have a meat sauce option.
I'm just gonna think Alfredo, because if you're doing this, you're going all in, right? Alfredo.
I would mix it up. I'd have to mix it up. Yeah, I love marinara too much.
Me too.
Okay.
I bet that you would be going. I don't know. It's a lot.
Anyway,
anyway.
We missed it anyway. So, but yeah, it's cool that they were doing that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I gotta tell my story.
Yeah,
You guys, we
well,
teased a couple stories last week.
Yeah. Okay. So I said last week I was in Kansas City and I ran into our ex-intern Ben, who we took to the buffet. He ate a salad, so
we
got rid
fired
of
him. Yeah,
but he's doing well. He has a gig with a salad podcast now, so good for him. He might be writing an unauthorized biography about us.
Yeah, he's a little.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, at least about you two.
I mean, maybe because we just told him he should call his podcast the Salad Tossers.
Anyway,
we won't go into that.
So I ran into him. It was great, though. He took me to a buffet. It was a seafood buffet, but I appreciate the gesture.
He used a coupon.
He did. It was a buy one get one. So we get into this buffet and we claim our table. You know, they didn't seat us. We claimed our table and we, kind of looked and no one came with our drink orders. So we went up and did the first round, followed the buffet rules. We surveyed the scene.
Did Ben actually follow the rules and survey the whole scene? I have seen him skip the walk around.
He made an effort.
Oh.
He made an effort. That's
why we fired him.
Yep. So we did that and we went back and we sat down at our table and the server came over and brought us. Actually, no, I'm sorry. You placed your drink order when you bought your meal. So she brought over the wrong drinks. Like he ordered a Diet Pepsi. She brought a Pepsi. I had a chocolate milk and a water. She just brought me a water. So we were like, no, these aren't right.
Say hello to Studio Cat.
If you're on YouTube, I guess if you're listening to the audio version too.
If you're listening to the audio version and you just said hello to Studio Cat, you're talking and just in public randomly.
Just say, if you're on the bus, if you're at work, just say hi, Studio Cat.
Yeah, always works.
Fine. Anyway, so the server brings us the wrong drinks and we're like, oh no, this isn't it. And she's like, no, I'm sure this is right. And we're like, no, it's not. And she looks at the ticket on the table and she's like, there's only one on the ticket. And he's like, that's because it's a BOGO. But she was kind of giving us attitude and she, agrees to go ahead and just bring us our drinks. And as soon as she walked away, I realized we're at the wrong table. So yeah, that was a unique thing where I felt a little embarrassed, and that doesn't happen to me a lot.
That's not even the most embarrassing.
Someone else's water.
Maybe.
That's not even the most embarrassing part that I heard of this experience, because I heard you tried sushi.
Oh, that was awful. Yeah.
You did?
I did.
And I asked him why.
You go for fish when you don't like fish. Right.
I asked him why, Amy, and you know what he told me?
No.
Ben paid for this, so he owns me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he used a coupon. He doesn't own. First of all,
hey, I didn't pay. So
just because someone
I tried to throw money at him, he would not take it.
Just because someone buys you dinner doesn't mean that they own you.
That's not what my mother taught me.
Wow. I need to think about that for a minute.
I'm not going there.
No,
But-
I thought, you know what? He wanted me to try it. He wanted his own little podcast moment, and I thought I'm going to give it to him. So
And
you know what?
and he used
you
it,
buy me dinner, you get a little something. That's all I'm going to say about it.
and he used a coupon. He didn't even pay full price for your dinner.
I have low standards.
Apparently. Well, I'm totally not buying you dinner now. Like, I don't want there to be expectations. Be like, Danny bought me dinner.
Well,
like,
no, I mean, it's
I
not
wanted-
my expectation.
I wanted him to own me. That could happen.
It does every week, and when we record this.
That's true.
Anyway, you, Daniel, you had a story that you were going to share last week about
I-
how you're becoming Minnesotan.
I am after 20 years in Minnesota.
God, you're old.
I guess, but and it might be more than 20, like 21. I did the most Minnesota thing. I won at a meat raffle.
Ooh.
Now, for like, if you live in any of the 49 other states, we probably need to.
I think other states in the Midwest have this, but
No.
No,
my parents had
no.
wait, I'm gonna pause and say, Sonia in the chat, do you know, you're in Michigan? Do you know what a meat raffle is?
Listen.
Continue on.
Hey, Amy, how many years did you live in Michigan?
Okay,
Over
all
20.
I lived in Michigan for 5. Neither of us saw meat raffles
No.
in
It
Michigan.
was a totally new thing.
And you needed to confirm with Sonia, which I appreciate, but you do have Michigonian sort of
Restaurants and
connections.
bars randomly just have meat raffles on a
It's-
given day.
So
Saturdays.
Minnesota has charitable gambling
Yes.
in bars, typically pull tabs, which are like cardboard scratch off tickets.
It's usually pretty good meat you get.
It's very good meat because what they'll do
Yeah,
is
mhm.
they will typically the charity will go to a local butcher shop, buy just a ton of meat, and they just lay it out on a table in ice.
And all
And-
types of cuts, from steaks to
Mhm.
Oh,
ground to
So they got some
sausages
good
to
meat.
burgers.
Also seafood, whatever the butcher shop has.
So Danny went to the bar and he got some good meat.
Yeah. So I only had paid like $3 for it
You
too.
specifically got what kind of meat, Danny?
I've got sausages.
Yes.
So
you went to
here's-
the bar and got,
Got some
salsa.
sauce.
Well, this is what happens is they have a paddle wheel with the numbers 1 through 30, and they charge $1 per ticket.
Mhm.
You give your money, you pick the tickets. That tells you which number you have. Once they sell all 30,
Yeah,
They
I mean, it's
spin-
not bad odds.
right? They spin the wheel, they announce the number, and then they're like, number 4, come get your meat. And so you pick anything you want off the table. And so I didn't get like a really expensive thing because I was like the third to last left. It was the sausage and hot dogs, just a ton of pork chops, unseasoned, and then a bag of jerky and beef sticks.
I bet the sausage is good.
Yeah. Oh no, it's from the butcher shop right by my house. Their brats are amazing, and then their house-made old-fashioned hot dogs. It was a lot of sausage.
You know, I'm a
But-
little surprised, honest. I kind of thought that extended more than just, I mean, it probably does a little bit, but I thought that was more of
Maybe Wisconsin.
a wider
No.
region. Yeah, definitely Wisconsin.
When I did some research
At least-
because when I posted my win
Western
on
Wisconsin.
social media, I had people from all over the country say, "Oh my gosh, what's that? That sounds amazing. I wish they had those where I live." And I found a Star Tribune, that's a local Twin Cities newspaper, article where they had like discussed and made video about the meat raffle mania, and that made it sound like it was a very distinctly Minnesota thing.
All right.
So
Pretty much is.
I won meat at a meat
I've
raffle.
never entered one, but
Uh,
maybe someday.
There's one right by where we live, Brian.
Okay.
We don't live
we'll
together,
go
but we
sometime.
live nearby.
We'll go sometime.
Yeah.
We should definitely go and win some meat.
Well, I've played meat raffles and haven't won. But anyway, my food experience has nothing to
Oh,
do with meat.
yes.
It's a completely
Oh yeah, you have a visual food experience, so we'll have to describe this for the audio folks.
Well, we can talk about it easily. I saw.
I mean, you
generic
have jelly beans.
jelly beans available.
Like they look like the Brock's jelly beans,
I think they might be Brock's-ish.
like the slightly bigger ones.
I ate all the red. I'm just going to point that out right now.
Okay.
Because for a reason. But I want to see in a 2-pound bag of we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh, okay.
Jelly beans. How many were licorice? A
Too
whole
many.
other bowl.
Yeah, you filled a whole bowl.
You know what's
And
weird?
I accidentally ate a couple, and there were
Oh no.
and the number of red jelly beans that were in there were not this many.
You know what's weird about this? This must be like leftover Easter candy week.
It's rather fresh.
Well, because in my office, I don't trust this. In my office, there were like boxes
pretty
of
good.
like previously melted but now back at room temperature
Ooh,
Twix eggs and Snickers
Well,
eggs
that's no
this
good.
week. And I
I'd
was
still eat
like,
them.
yeah, I did too.
I was just curious. These looked fresh. They taste pretty
They are.
fresh.
I mean, these are the ones that at Easter they're going to be selling.
So, well, number one, I thought it was interesting that just jelly beans year round that aren't labeled for Easter. But I decided to get some that I knew I didn't like with the licorice in there just to see if my memory of having more licorice than I liked was right. I was right.
But
it looks like a disproportionate number.
It does.
Of licorice.
Looking at the number
That
of
was my
colors.
question. Was did you sort out? You didn't sort out any of the other colors?
Well, I sorted
to
out the
see.
red because I ate them, but then I ate them.
Was
So-
there a whole? Were there more red than black?
No, there were less red than black.
That's a ripoff right
Yeah.
there. I'd have brought them back.
And there's a lot less purple than maybe there's as many yellow as black.
I mean, it surprises me because that is the most divisive jelly bean flavor. I mean, if you're going to get controversial with jelly beans, that's probably what they are. But they make bags of those, just of the black ones, because people like them, and because so many people
yeah,
don't
people
like them.
like
you think
licorice.
they would
They
maybe
should
a
have
little
licorice.
less. I don't
I
know.
just don't like licorice. So
Anyway.
anyway,
Moving on.
moving
Moving on to the main
to
stories. this
potato
week.
chips.
Lay's has
We-
come out with 3. Well, I guess they're
Mile
returning.
Lays.
These were part of the Taste of America thing that they had going on a little like a year ago or so.
Yeah.
And they brought back some of the flavors. We have bacon wrapped jalapeno.
And look at the backs. Meet the smile.
But yeah, that's
Alex
Mhm.
P.
they've been putting smiles on bags.
We have Kim S with her deep dish pizza.
And poor Mary Ellen G. Very nice person, because her and her dog Tucker visit the children in the hospital to lift their spirits. Unfortunately, she comes bearing fried pickle with ranch flavored potato chips.
Well, Alex P. writes encouraging postcards to surprise and spread joy to people in his community.
And Kim S is just brings pizza. So hey,
Pizza's good.
She brings bandages to pediatric cancer patients.
and pizza.
And so, yeah, she better be bringing pizza too.
Because frankly, I would prefer the pizza over the bandage.
So where do we want to start, guys?
I know where I don't want to start.
Okay,
So we'll start
let's
there.
start. Let's start with the bacon. That's probably. I'm not looking forward to that one. So let's get one of the bad ones out of the way.
Okay. You realize the second word of that, right? Actually, second is wrapped. It's the third word.
Yeah,
That's why he's not looking forward to it, I'm assuming. It smells good to
we
me.
got it's a popper. We got poppers here.
You know, I don't like these, but I once won a competition with these. There was or as a finalist, one of the local minor league baseball teams had a contest where you could write a recipe for a food for them to serve at their concession stands. So I was like, oh, you could easily do these. So I wrote up a recipe for them, even though I would never eat them. And now it's coming full circle because I'm eating a potato chip tasted like
These
one.
are pretty mildly flavored.
Brian
It's
does not seem happy.
mm-mm.
I can really smell the bacon, but
I mean, they're not super spicy, but it's still, you can taste the pepper.
What's worse to you? The jalapeno, the pepper, or the cream cheese?
The jalapeno. Because there's a very little about a jalapeno that I like. I don't like the spice. I don't like the texture. I don't like the flavor
since
of
I can
it itself.
barely taste the jalapeno and I more taste the cream cheese, I'm going to say
Yeah.
cream cheese.
These taste
Yeah.
like cream. These are like vaguely spicy cream cheese potato chips.
I mean, I think the cream cheese is really throwing it off to mess with my brain the most, to tell me no, these aren't good. But
I'm good.
yeah, let's go to the deep dish pizza, which Heather in the chat is saying I'm going to hog, which I'm. Oh no, she's saying I'm going to hog the fried pickle chips. No, I hate pickles. All right, this better be good. That's all I have to say.
Doesn't
It
smell
smells
good.
like pizza. I'm immediately conflicted.
I'm immediately realizing that Kim S like opens her mouth super wide when she smiles.
Tastes like pizza sauce.
Mm-hmm. They kind of taste like a Totino's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I think deep dish pizza, I don't think Totino's.
But it mostly tastes of tomato sauce.
Yeah.
I think pizza tomato sauce, not just general tomato sauce.
Maybe slightly better than frozen pizza sauce.
A little better than Totino's.
Yeah. But ultimately, if I had to like place this with a brand, that's where I would put it.
Needs more cheese.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is all sauce, no
I
cheese.
don't think I like them. I don't dislike them, but I don't think.
Well, if you like
I would
tomato
buy 'em.
sauce, you would like this.
If you want, I bet I could dig up some ketchup flavored potato chips here to
you
compare them to.
have
We could dunk it in mayo chip.
no,
You
Still
still
in the
have that?
fridge, yeah.
Oh,
no. I did. I ate that by the spoonful on our live stream. I'm not doing
Fried
that.
pickle with ranch, bro.
there's a lot of like dips and stuff involved in these.
I mean, they're trying to save you work from having to put it in
I
something.
want to see Brian's face when he
no.
smells this.
Well, pass it over then.
I want to get mine first.
Mm. Danny, you gotta sniff it too.
That smells like pickle.
Smells like
And
ranch.
For those of you listening, make sure you see our faces if you want, I guess, by checking out our YouTube.
I still have a pizza chip in my hand, and I kind of just want to eat that instead.
Tastes more like pickle than it smells more like ranch. It's a weird combination for a chip. I would eat fried pickles with ranch if I had actual fried pickles.
It's like a chip that's rancid.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
the breading on the fried pickles is not good.
Oh, it's like not even pickle. It's a bad pickle.
That's all right.
Do you want some deep dish pizza chip?
No,
You want one of these cookies?
no. Oh, yeah. Oh,
These.
no.
Let's start with these.
Spoiler alert. We have some nasty cookies coming up too. I might toss them.
Oh,
Well,
Oh,
are we done with the chips or do we want to?
oh no. There are 3 of them.
Mhm.
I
That
can
mean something.
go and just like dig through our archives and find something else. But I feel like I could play this game.
Yeah.
I could.
Whew.
So there's 3.
Yeah, wait. Lily in the chat just said she loves pickles and ranch. Do they go together? I've never. Okay.
Especially fried pickles and ranch. Fried goes with ranch. I just can't.
Okay, Amy.
I mean, there are 2 things that I would never personally order, so I guess
Right.
I've never noticed.
So Brian is a non-condiment.
I know.
So he's definitely a
Everyone knows it. This
right. Like I would essentially call you a never ranch.
That's probably a safe bet right there.
And I feel like Amy, you're an always ranch.
No, I like a lot of stuff beyond ranch.
Would you put
that
your
aftertaste? I'm sorry.
to me like the California pizza in ranch? Would you do that? Would you dip your
I've done it, but it's not a thing I normally do.
but would you do it again?
Why not?
Okay, yeah, so you're not a good thing.
Not a good thing.
Not a good judge for this because like you'd clearly put anything in ranch. So
No, not anything. I wouldn't put fruit in ranch.
I'm gonna go on record of saying it's more the pickle flavor than anything that's making. If it were just ranch, I could probably, get through it. But the pickle,
I think if you're gonna dip something fried in ranch, maybe like a mediocre French fry, but nothing else should be dipped in ranch.
Hey guys,
what about a
watch
Hershey
this.
bar, Amy?
Wait, watch this. Fried mozzarella in ranch. It's one of my favorites.
You wouldn't actually do that.
I've done it so many times in Michigan.
Were these the times when the world ran out of marinara sauce?
No, marinara is fine with it, but ranch is really good with it.
Teach their own.
Yeah.
We
Anyway,
just lost so many subscribers.
More marinara for us. Okay, so there's
Everyone in New York, East Coast is done.
well, I can go.
okay.
Well,
You wanna set
that's
this
right.
up?
We're doing FMK with these 3 chips. We're going to play our game of Frolic with, Marry, Kill.
Despite our
Whew.
what we just said about ranch and pickles and everything, I am going to kill the fried pickles with ranch because
Okay.
it just doesn't. No. As much as I love fried pickles and ranch, the actual food, I pretty much these chips are. I'm going to frolic with the bacon wrapped jalapeno pepper. I don't love the cream cheese, but I do get a hint of smoky bacon, and that's enough to make something better. I mean, not for long term, but that means I'm long term going with pizza sauce. I know it's not called pizza sauce; it's called deep dish pizza. But I can pretend it's like fries with ketchup instead of potato chip with pizza sauce. I guess it seems more stable. I guess so. Sticking with it. But you can tell I'm not thrilled with any of them.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are happily ever aftering this week
No.
with our choices. I can go.
Sure.
All right, I am going to frolic with the deep dish pizza.
Huh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, this was a tough one for me. I want this to be a good thing, and I keep thinking it's pizza. So you know what they say about pizza. Even when it's bad, it's still kind of good. So that's
what
why I'm
they
going to
say about-
frolic with
That's
it.
what they say about
Yes, that's why I'm going to frolic.
pizza.
Yes,
Yes.
About
that's why
pizza.
I'm going to frolic with it. Yeah, because it's not great, but it still is kind of like pizza.
Hey, Brian.
Yeah.
Remember that time you had the pizza with all the hot dogs in the crust?
I do.
Just wanted to check in on that.
And you really wanted it,
But I
but
didn't get
you
it.
were afraid to experience it.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. I wanted it, and then the opportunity was gone, and I was kind of
Danny
glad
really wanted
Someday.
it.
I never
Someday.
went there.
Yeah. Someday. All right, I am going to kill this pickle ranch nonsense. Nothing about that. It's an abomination. Back to hell with you. That's all I have to say about
Brian
that. That means
cursed.
I am marrying the bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers.
Wow.
This is why.
It's been the longest since you ate them.
That's part of it. I kind of forgot already because this other stuff. But it's bacon. And I love bacon. And it's kind of like it's trapped in a cult of some sort, and I'm going in to rescue it. So I'm hoping that I can pull the bacon out and leave the rest behind. So maybe if I marry the whole thing, we can sneak out like one night, one of the guards will just like leave a door unlocked for us or something. I don't know.
I just need to absorb that for a minute.
And I don't know why my computer just made yet another noise. Sorry.
I'm gonna make this super weird.
Oh, that's so unlike you.
Yes,
know.
that's really unlike you, Danny.
I'm gonna use the names as a proxy. Alex P.
Keaton.
Alex P.
I know.
You're gonna die.
Oh,
You're
don't. He's a good. Or he or she.
And for those that don't
I don't
know,
know.
that's the
It's a good
big-
person.
I'll get there. I got
Okay.
this. Alex P. You're gonna die. You wrote your encouraging postcards to surprise and spread joy to people in the community, but then you're on the biggest mess of a potato chip I have had in a long time. The bacon wrapped jalapeno popper. It doesn't even know what it is. It
No.
doesn't taste like anything recognizable.
And that's the one with the tongue sticking out.
It's the worst of all the
Yes,
worlds.
Alex P's tongue is going to die. It's I could feed 50 people these chips. None of them would guess anything about what it is because it's a hot mess.
Mm.
Good news, bad news, Mary Ellen G. We're gonna have a little frolic, you and your dog Tucker.
That's bad
And
news for Mary Ellen.
Yeah, visiting children in the hospital. You have these chips that, like, I think Amy said it. They taste like bad potato chips.
Yeah. Bad
Kind of like
pickles, bad potato chips.
kind of like Brian said, at least this one was recognizable as a potato chip, just not a good one.
Mm-hmm.
This definitely seems like drunk chip. I don't know if Mary Ellen G was drunk or her chips or Tucker. I would never take advantage, but I'm also not going to stick around. Kim S.
Ooh.
and your annual bandage drive. It seems weird that you got a spot on a bag for once a year collecting band-aids.
That's better than nonce a year.
Right, but bandages are donated from all over the world. I didn't know that there was a distinction. I'm assuming that it's a lot more complicated and a lot more enjoyable than Lay's has made it sound. Because we're going to spend forever once a year collecting band-aids with your pizza chips. So
All right.
call me.
Did we agree?
I don't know.
The whole thing is just so traumatic to me. I kind of forgot.
Yeah. And personifying him kind of made it worse.
yeah,
Let's
it did. It really did.
But Kim doesn't have to
No.
change her last initial because she's already Kim S. So you've got that going for you.
Well, let's move on to something potentially worse.
What worse than Kim being
Wait,
my
I need
next
a little-
ex-wife?
I need a little break though before we do that. We need to start with
Yeah.
the other one.
No, this should be our backup in case this is bad.
No,
Amy.
I need a break.
Amy, put down the durian cookies. pick up the Nutter
Yes.
Butters. I'm only going to tell you once.
Because Nutter Butters has been doing something unique. They've been doing decades in their cookies. So apparently
5 nutty decades.
So they have 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and I think today, the modern day, but most of them are just the modern day ones. But the 70s are different. They are Nutter Butter wafers. They aren't the cookie. They aren't the cookie that's shaped like a peanut. They're not the cookie that is low round. It is a wafer. So we are going to try these.
That groovy nutty taste.
These were before my time. So
Do
I don't
these actually
remember them.
exist?
I mean,
You were there in the 70s. Nice try.
no,
Maybe you didn't have teeth, but you were there.
Yeah, I never
They
saw
smell
these.
very peanut buttery.
I love Nutter Butters. Oh,
And I love wafer
They're
cookies.
long.
Oh my
wafer
goodness.
sheets.
Okay.
This one's broken.
Give me.
I mean, I was expecting little wafers like the Vortman.
Right, the layers
No,
of wafers.
You know what? These look vaguely familiar.
This is like
This is like a tray of ice.
this is like a Hershey bar of wafer cookies. This is like the Vortman's wafer cookies and Hershey bar
Brian, eat
and
this.
Reese's peanut butter cups got together.
Ooh,
It's pure peanut butter.
I'm like a baby that just ate chocolate for the first time.
No, I knew it'd be good. That if the Dorian was horrible, we'd want this.
We can
Yeah,
come back to these.
I needed something though in between that nastiness.
There's actually amazingly not that much peanut butter in here. It's just very peanut buttery.
Yes. I approve.
Brian has one cookie the size of the package.
Mm-hmm.
Now-
Like one
That's
cookie.
one serving.
One cookie would be enough.
Curious about this. It says 5 wafers are one serving, but does that
I'm
mean?
only having one?
Yeah, does that mean we break it up into 5 of these little squares, or is it 5 of those sheets?
I feel like
There's
2 squares is
9
one.
servings per container, so I'm saying 5 squares.
Mm-hmm. Either way, these are airy and peanut buttery and delicious.
Yeah, I don't think that they replace my, the traditional Nutter Butter for me, but they're a nice change of pace.
I certainly would binge them the same way I binge all other wafer cookies.
Mhm.
I was
on
gonna
top of a Hershey bar.
I was gonna bring us some s'more wafer cookies, but I just mowed through the whole package. It was on the counter. Every time I saw it, I'm like, I'm gonna eat 6 more of these now. And like you pass through the kitchen more often than you would think.
Especially when there's more wafers.
Especially when there's
yeah.
s'more wafers just sitting there. And they like as you walk by, they just talk to you. They're like, eat
You know what
me.
these need though? They need peanut butter smeared on them.
Oh, I was thinking
I just said
hot
Hershey bar.
fudge.
Yeah.
Either way.
Both.
Now we're gonna
Okay.
move to durian candy, also
Oh,
called
well,
Belgian flavor.
durian cookies.
Right, but also called Belgian flavor for some reason. It says durian flavor and Belgian flavor. Biscuits, I should say,
now,
not cookies. They call
for-
them biscuits.
For those of you who weren't around or you never saw our Durian Candy episode, that was one of the worst things we have ever had. Oh,
Durian-
Amy's already making horrible faces.
Durian is world renowned for its pungent odor, which in the places where durian is normally eaten, durian is banned in public places. So before I smell this, I'll just say, like in Thailand, you will find people eating durian, but it is banned on the subways because of
Mhm.
its odor.
Oh, that's making my eyes water. Danny, give it a good sniff.
And it also smells kind of like fruity death.
Like
it
seriously,
just
I think I'm
smells
going
like
blind.
vomit. It smells bad. And,
And so-
Studio Cat likes fried pickles with ranch chips.
I'm
So-
literally crying right now.
So we have these Belgian flavor durian cookies. And for those who aren't
Biscuits.
able to see it,
Yeah.
it's almost like a thin cookie that's been wrapped around some sort of creamy-ish filling, and it's got some orange stripes.
Yeah, and Danette is saying in the chat she's always wanted to try good durian. I don't think that exists.
And what's
Oh, I can't even get it to my mouth.
great about this is it's kind of like biting into a landmine because we don't know which part of it has the durian flavor. Is it the stripes? Is it the filling?
No, it's the
Is it the
filling.
cookie?
We got this, Amy. We got this.
You got it.
Oh,
A-
got it.
She almost threw up last time, so I'm not going to push the issue here.
Thank you so much.
Amy is-
that smell triggered my gag reflex. I'm not.
Amy is playing the host card. That rarely happens.
Very much am. I'm gonna have more peanut butter.
Here we go,
I can't
Brian.
get past
Are you
the
ready?
smell.
Uh-huh. It's so bad.
Oh my god.
It's so bad.
It's like garlic.
Oh
and
my feet.
feet. Yeah. I definitely got the feet
and
right when you do.
onions.
It gets sweeter as it goes. But
Oh,
that is not.
that is just like the durian candy, but in a cookie format.
But I
If
will
you
say
need to
this.
Spit it out.
Oh
there's
no.
napkins.
I swallowed it.
Yeah,
It goes away. It goes away pretty fast. Ready for another bite, Brian?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I knew you were
I-
gonna make me. Oh,
I took a big bite of the first one so I could
You know what?
just finish the whole thing off. Mm. Oh,
I'll just be here off camera eating the peanut butter.
it got my Amy reflex.
Don't slip when you eat.
Yeah, this is definitely
Oh.
durian candy.
Okay, I said this before, but if you are listening on audio, you're really gonna want to watch the YouTube run this week.
Okay,
Look, I could
I've
smell
s-
it from here.
I've
Where's the
swallowed it.
cover? Where's the cover?
mine is gone.
Give me
I'm
the
gonna have some
package.
water.
Give me
I'm
the
blind.
wrapper.
I
Give me the
can't
wrapper.
pass you anything.
Here, Brian. Have your full size.
Well, if you're not going to give me the wrapper, I'm going to cover this with napkins because I
Yeah.
can smell it.
Oh. Oh.
Now I have nutter butter and feet in my mouth. That's not.
Oh.
Wow.
I'm trying to hold my breath while I do this. No studio cat.
Give Studio Cat some durian.
I think this is what it feels like when you
I
get
can't get the
maced.
wrap. I'm just going to.
That's I think more visual.
I don't even want this in my garbage.
No, I meant like the things that
Oh, like
medieval knights.
Like the Renaissance Festival
Yeah,
mace,
mace.
not the cop
Yeah, and it
mace.
just hits you right in the face.
So that was a thing that happened.
I should not be the studio cat down. I should not be the one.
Oh, let her eat the durian.
And for those of you not on the YouTube, Brian's kind of like when you're a baby and you have a blankie. Brian's Nutter Butter wafer sheet is like his
It's my
blankie.
security nutter butter.
It's his safe place right now. Well,
I bet the potato chips would taste good compared to that.
Uh-huh.
do you want to find out, Amy?
No, I can't even take the smell. I had to cover it up.
I bet a pile of manure would taste good after that.
So we have cotton candy after that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank goodness.
in 4 flavors. This is Maud Bod cotton candy.
Amy, what do you have in your left hand there?
S'mores.
All
All
right,
right. S'more.
And then cookies and cream.
I have Magic Dragon cotton candy, which is mango flavor with dragon fruit
Okay.
powder.
And not to be confused with
I have unicorn dream. And you can see little BBs rolling around in there.
Can you read us what Unicorn Dream is?
Yes, I want to show the BBs first.
oh, yeah, there are little, yeah.
Raspberry flavor with confetti sprinkles. But look at the little
That would
BBs
be the
rolling around.
BBs.
Yeah.
So where do we want
All
to
right.
start?
Let's start with the s'more one. And I just broke the top. Oh no, maybe I
That's
didn't.
what
No,
you're
that's.
supposed to do.
It's sealed for your protection.
I think I lost all my faculties and I can't get this open now.
Yeah, I got.
Oh, okay. I figured out how lids work. Got it.
Maybe you did lose all your faculties.
Okay, at least this smells like it's food. All right, I'm excited for this. Okay, s'more cotton candy.
I want some more of that.
It looks like cotton candy.
Should be marshmallow flavor with cacao and grams.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am going to say that they got the flavor. We've definitely had things that taste more like s'more, but yeah, they
It's no
made the mark.
it's no full pack of Wortman s'more wafers.
Yeah, not that I would know, nor would Amy.
I would.
No.
It's I need some more of this. But it's time to move on,
You just
so I
keep
won't.
making that joke. That's fine.
I will
We're
until
gonna
you
try
laugh.
the unicorn dream. Smells
Oh, no.
raspberry. Now, when you grab it, beware of the little BBs that'll roll off.
Those are called
You
sprinkles.
shoot your eye out.
But they won't stick with the candy. They're loose.
Interesting. It tastes purple.
Now, Brian, I know you love sprinkles. Did you get any of them?
I don't think I did, and I mean, honestly, they're not going to do a thing for me anyway.
They're not
even
going
if
to
I
stick to
did.
the candy.
They are all over
You have
the
to, like-
studio floor now, so that's something.
Have to pour them out.
Oh, they had a little extra crunch. I wonder why.
Because you know what people are always saying? You know what cotton candy needs? Something crunchy in it.
You know what I think they're usually saying? Do you know what unicorn dreams taste like? Raspberry.
Yeah. I mean, I guess unicorns dream about raspberries.
It is purple. I think is unicorns like poop purple.
Don't you think they should
I
have
thought
something like
unicorn
blue in there
farts
too,
were
though?
rainbow. Wouldn't they poop rainbow?
I mean, I don't know my my mythology.
Yeah, I'm not up on my
Oh, my
unicorn
goodness.
waste products.
If they had durian cotton candy, I almost quit before this show when the durian cookies were brought out.
I kind of regret not surprising everybody with them because Brian screamed when he
I
saw
did.
it.
I
And
did.
Amy was on the other side of the studio and was like made some joke. And then Brian
I
showed it to her
when
and she's like, oh.
And then I still had hope that it'd be more like the durian chips,
I know, because
which weren't
it
bad.
doesn't have to be that flavor. It can be kind of sweet.
Yeah.
So following up on the unicorn, Magic Dragon, like I said, mango with dragon fruit powder.
Yeah, the powder on this looks like it's a lot of powder.
Now,
Oh, not a fan of the mango. It tastes like mango. So if you like mango, that's a good thing. But yeah, I'm gonna pass on more of that.
Tastes like bad mango, like overripe mango. Something wrong with it.
Yeah,
Mango. I love fresh mango.
I mean,
Just,
almost
no.
as if it's artificial flavor mango.
Worse than artificial. There's just something off about it.
All right, cookies and cream.
Let's see if Brian. Oh, you already have it open.
I have this weird problem right now. I have more of the dragon stuff in my hand. So I feel like I have to eat it, but I'm not really enjoying it.
Yeah. This tastes a lot like an Oreo. Like a mega stuff Oreo with a lot of cream.
Mega stuff or the most stuff?
Mega most stuff.
Because this is
All the stuff.
They claim marshmallow flavored candy with cookie bits.
The cookie bits help bring the Oreo flavor.
Whatever it is, it works for me.
Now we almost had a fifth option here this week. There is Dollar Tree, I believe, has bacon flavored cotton candy, and I went looking for that, and they did not have it at the ones near me. So we'll keep trying, and we'll see if we can get that for future. I know I thought of you, Danny. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, he's gonna love.
I'll
this.
be like, oh, Dollar Tree got a time machine. We're back
You
in
love your
the
bacon
mid
flavors.
2000s.
So, where can people buy this brand?
Mod.
That's a great question.
Mod-
This is actually a
okay.
gift from a listener.
Oh, okay.
Mod
So maybe try Amazon. I'm sure if you just do a search for cookies and cream, cotton candy, or unicorn cream, something will come up.
Yeah, Mod
We probably
Bod.
should have looked that up.
Mod
I'm sorry,
Bod
folks.
was established in 1907.
Do they have a website?
Woman owned.
Yeah,
Girl power.
Mod
woman
Bor-
power.
modborup.com, MAUDBORUP.com, and it's right here in Plymouth, Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
D-O-R-U-P. Yep.
It's good cotton candy.
Women owned, wind energy, veteran
Non-GMO.
owned.
Organic. Gluten free.
Lots. Yeah, it's healthy.
This one that wants more does contain flour, but no nuts.
All right, can we end? I need to eat my Nutter
Yes,
butter,
we can
please.
end. Thank you, everybody. Until next week.
Yeah, have a great week.
I've never
everyone.
seen us so fast to want to get out of an episode, even after last week's very special episode. But
Aw.
bye, everyone. Thanks for
Bye-bye.
listening.
And thank you,
Okay,
so
YouTube.
much for being here, and thanks for the nice things that you said. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
That's
thank
very
you.
kind.
I didn't get to see a lot of the chat because I had all of these chip bags
And Studio Cat.
and Studio Cat
In the way.
in front of it, and then I was briefly blinded by the durian.
I can't believe you
cookies.
guys stomached
Heather,
that.
how, what do you, I don't get it. Does it taste like butterscotch to you? Because I know some people register that flavor as butterscotch. And I don't, It everything you said: garlic, feet, onions,
Vomit, sewage.
vomit. Yeah, it's Anyway,
Thanks for joining us live. We
yeah.
love the studio
End on
audience.
that low
You know
note,
what?
folks.
No, the worst something is that means we're probably gonna do more of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
As like the primary shopper for this show, the
oh.
more like people love your reactions, Brian.
I know, and that's why when
They
I
do.
buy things, it's things like the Nutter Butter. When you buy things, it's the nasty cookies and the Lay's chips.
I have a
Oh.
quick question for people still in the chat. Which should you enjoy watching more, Brian eating Nutter Butter or Brian eating durian? I'll take my answers off the air.
Well, we're done now. Close this chat out, Amy.
Bye, everyone.
Oh, and next week we are not going to be on Thursdays, so stay tuned for when that's our normal night. But
But I'm going to be
so-
at the state fair.
I'm going to be performing on stage.
as will I. We both have shows next week, so
I'm going to be collecting my state fair ribbons.
I'm also going to the state fair next week, and I'll recap that.
If we do fresh durian,
Oh.
it will not be in my house. We will do it somewhere else, but we would do it. We can remote from somewhere.
Okay.
Bye.
Jack-
Bye, everyone.
It tastes like Jack something or other.